I'm gonna get started in just a minute. It seems that my computer is working today. I guess my computer could tell that I was not in a. Even though I showed up and you know showed up, I guess my computer could feel the off vibes because my computer streaming app was not working yesterday. That's why I was on Instagram yesterday. But anyway, I'm gonna plug in the Wisdom family. I have YouTube, LinkedIn on here for those of you who will catch the replay. Thanks for stopping by catching the replay. Welcome back to my channels. My name is Karen Oliver. I am a master life purpose life coach, health coach, and entrepreneur. And I promise you, I'm going to release an episode on the We Dream Fearless podcast this week. I promise, because I am a month out in 2024, and so it's February, so we have to go ahead and start with season four. I'm actually gathering some things together for my guests because I have guests that's gonna kick us off in season four. So I've got to work on some flyers and things today and the rest of this week. So hopefully we can get our intro episode recorded for season four, y'all. We in season four, so I'm gonna get started in just a minute. It's Tuesday, and some of you all who follow me, or some of you all who don't know that I say that I'll come on and I'll share Tuesday tips or Tuesday information sometimes. But we're definitely always on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. But if you see me come in on a Tuesday, and then I have something to share. So we'll get started in just a minute. Just a minute. I have a lot of apps open that I need to close out. All right. All right. We are now live on the Wisdom app. I have the Wisdom family here. And make sure my earplug is in. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not going to hold everyone long. All right, y'all. So I know that we're over 3 minutes in. I'm sorry. I actually was getting on the Wisdom app. So I'm live via Wisdom app as well as my YouTube channel and LinkedIn. I was on Instagram yesterday. So I was on Instagram for like 30 minutes or so yesterday. I usually don't be on Instagram that long unless I have like a live discussion with another guest or something like that. But I'm always posting there. But it's a good thing that I was just like, okay, let's just get on Instagram. And of course, I'm glad that I did because I met someone new on my page. So that's why it's so awesome to kind of like just plug in all of your social media platforms because you really don't know who's out there who need a message, who needs a word of encouragement. You never know. So it's good to just pop in and come in on your social media platforms to check with your audience. And I'm going to be talking about that. I don't want to get into the information on my business expo. And so, since I'm talking about business, I started off talking about a little bit about knowing your audience and stuff. I'm going to be talking about that in the business virtual expo that I'm doing. And I do have one more speaker that is coming with me besides myself. I actually was thinking about getting a third speaker, um, but that has not been announced. And so I'm actually working on flyers. Like I said, I'm working on content for my podcast intro and and guest episodes, and now I'm also working on a flyer for the business virtual expo that is going to be on February the 23rd at 7:30 p.m. So it's going to be an hour. I'm not sure. I was thinking about doing a Saturday event, and if I was going to do a Saturday virtual event, it was only going to be for individuals who signed up for the one-on-one coaching sessions, the one-on-one Q&A, people who need one-on-one conversations on how to build their idea and business from scratch, or if there's some other things that they need to tweak. I would give um, um, the audience that opportunity to get that VIP ticket to meet 101. My guest speaker that is gonna come on, that is gonna be announced. She works in other areas in the coaching field, so I will definitely let you guys know that on the flyer too as well. So I'm excited about it, and so um, hopefully, if we run out of time for the Q&A, which the Q&A is a VIP ticket, so that's going to be separate. Um, I am definitely thinking about doing the Q&A on February the 24th. And so that information will be on the flyer um, and details when you register. So that's why I was like, I don't want to get too much deep diving in. I don't want to go too deep into talking about choosing your audience and stuff like that, because I don't want to give the business information away that we're going to have for February the 23rd. Um, but anyway, the title on this Tuesday tips. So this Tuesday tips is "It Gets Better." It gets better. That is the title for today. Is that it gets better, and it does. It gets better. Um, if you all follow me on Instagram, at the official Karen Oliver, you all know that on our Monday motivation live video, because there was a short video that was released on Monday for our Monday motivation, but I also did a Monday motivation live on Instagram. It was only on Instagram yesterday. Hey, everybody coming in on the Wisdom app. I see you. Thank you for joining. And I did share Monday Motivation Live on last night, and I was very transparent about how I was feeling. And I can honestly say that I feel better than I did yesterday, and that's why this title is "It Gets Better," because I don't know what you all may have experienced or what you all may be in experience now. But we have to be mindful, and we have to realize that each day gets better, and that we know that there are going to be things that is going to get worked out for our good. We don't know how those things are going to come together, but we know that those things are going to come together. If we've had a rough day, or if we are trying to solve problems or solve issues, and some of those things we can't handle, and then we just have to wait until everything comes together. So I know that just not me, but there's a lot of us, out here that has something that we're going through the process, and we just have to be aware and keep feeding our mind positive things, and keep saying that, and keep encouraging ourselves and saying that it's going to get better. The best way, I'm going to share one tip with you. The best uh, thing to do when you are not in a good place, or are not in a good mood, and you want to take your mind off of things that you cannot control. And then encouraging songs help me a lot. Sometimes I don't be singing, or I don't put on an encouraging song, but then, I receive encouraging songs through my dreams, and I can hear myself singing, and I can wake up, whether I'm just waking up just to get up to use the restroom, or just wake up and lay in bed a few minutes. I can hear that song in my head, and next thing you know, I'm singing it. And I know that there was a song that was given to me to encourage me, to uplift me, and uplift my spirits. That's a number one tip um, that I can say to do, to get yourself back on target, get yourself back on track, to lift up your spirit. Start saying encouraging words. Those are messages that feed your soul. Those messages that feed your mind with positivity. That those encouraging words that feed your mind with gladness, with happiness, um, uh, being mindful of knowing that things are going to work together, that all things are going to work together for your good. And tip number two is um, self care, doing something that you love, getting out the house. Because the more that you sit in the house, the more that you're sitting there and you're thinking about how you're gonna change something when you know that you cannot change it. That's the thing. Get out the house, get out the house and change the things. Get out the house to take your mind off of things that you can't change. Um, Go do something adventurous or something outside. It doesn't have to be far. It can be close by your house, or somewhere near you, like downtown. Um, or sometimes you may just want to take a stroll. If you can afford to go and take a stroll out of town, go ahead and do that. The third tip is and I said speaking, I said listen to encouraging songs, speaking positive words, speaking positive words, and getting around people, getting around your peers, and getting around people that really inspire you, that can help build you up. Because when you're weak, it's hard sometimes to build your own self up, especially when you're weak and when you're down and you've got all these thoughts and stuff running your head. Because last night, even after I showed up and I did the live, and even though I was encouraging others, last night I just wanted to be in a bubble. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't even answer my phone last night because I needed to get a peace of mind, and I needed to get myself together. There were close people, close ones, loved ones to me that was, trying to calm me, but I needed to get together and get a peace of mind. I felt like I needed to get more in the presence of the Lord, even the more, because I didn't want to be saying things and out of the norm, or I didn't want to do things out of the norm because I was in that state of um, not being, I was in that state of not wanting to talk. And I was like, if I do say something, I don't want to say the wrong thing because um, I'm not feeling well today. And I'm trying to get myself together. So I was like, I don't need to answer any phone. I need to turn off the TV. I need it quiet, and I just need to meditate, and I need to talk to the Lord. So just speaking positive and being mindful of your words, because there are people that are around you that are trying to help you. They are lifting you up. And I know that there are moments where you do just need to take a woosah moment, because I was venting, and then I thought about it. I was like, well, I just want to vent the way I want to vent. But, I wasn't around anybody. Um, and I was just saying this. I said, well, I want to vent, and I just want to, you know, sit here, sit still, be quiet, and get my thoughts together. And that's the main thing too. And number four, just getting your thoughts together because you want your thoughts and your mindset to be positive. And I know when we're not having a good day or when we're not feeling good or we're trying to figure out why something um, is not working out the way that we thought it was going to work out, we always trying to put two and two together. When in reality, we just need to learn to sit still. We just need to learn to sit still and let things work out the way that it's going to work out. And it's just that simple. But to us, sometimes, y'all, we don't act like it's that simple. Like we kind of like just be like, oh, what am I do? Sometimes we're just going around. Our mind is just spinning. I want to say that our mind is just spinning because we're still trying to figure out what we can do when there's nothing we can do but just to sit still and wait for things to happen. And so those are just some healthy mindset tips to give you when there are things that come up, when there are things that arise in our lives, because things do arise. They do. And some things are just out of our control. And we have to be mindful of. I had something on my lip. We have to be mindful and be careful of our words and how we act. And when I say careful of how we act, when something has got on our last nerves, let's be honest and real. Sometimes we may have to just go outside and holler, scream, or like I said, just get to yourself and be like, I'm not watching any TV, I'm not taking any calls. I need to get my mind together. Um, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be disappointed. But at the end of the day, we have to pull ourselves back together because we don't want any negative energy coming off on anybody else. We really don't. And so I just wanted to share that. And that's why that goes back to the title that it gets better. All things get better. And we have to be assured of that. We have to um, put our minds, put our thoughts together. Why do I think something on my lip, y'all? Chapstick. Um, we have to continue to keep a positive mindset even when we don't feel good. And that's why I shared on my Instagram live last night that I always do a live Monday motivation, even though I may upload or release or upload the encouraging word on that Monday. I always show up live, and there was somebody else that was on my live that was, had a situation going on. So I had to make sure that I was ready and able enough to encourage that person because you never know who is going through something like you, and you have no clue. You have no clue to what how their situation is, and that's why we need to be there for. That's why we need to be there for one another because we have no clue or no idea what somebody else is going through. So I just wanted to share those Tuesday tips with you. And again, the title is "It Gets Better." Um, for those of you who are coming in on the Wisdom app, I see you. Thank you for joining. Um, I just shared some tips, some healthy mindset tips. Key three, um, three key, three key tips and components to a healthy mindset. And I also shared my transparent moment from yesterday. Again, as I was coming in, for those of you who are coming in, I shared about the business virtual expo that is happening February the 23rd online. To get the link and to get your ticket, you will email me or you can just send me your email and I will send you the registration form to fill out. Um, and that will be your ticket. It will show you everything that you need. I actually shared that I will be doing some individual coaching sessions privately, and a Q&A, and that will be on Saturday, February the 24th. I don't know what time, but it will be early so you all can go about y'all day with y'all family, do what you do on the weekends. If I was to do a Q&A, it would be 11 o'clock, um, anywhere from 10:30 to 11:30 on the East Coast time that morning, because I know that a lot of us love to go out and be with family on the weekends because we work during the week. We work hard. We're working corporately, or we're working business wise. And so if when I do the Q&A, it would start at 10:30 on February the 24th, and that's if you purchase a VIP ticket for individual coaching sessions, um, and Q&A and individual coaching sessions. So I just shared that, and so that is for the ones that are coming in. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to let you all have the rest of your Tuesday evening. I wanted to come on here and just share these tips with you, and I would do want you to know that all things is going to get better. It is going to get better, whatever it is, whatever you're facing. You may be in the thick of it, you may be in the process of it, you're probably still in the middle of it, coming out of the middle of it, going to the end of it. Sometimes when you're coming out of the middle of something, and when you get to the ending stages, before you get out of that process, that's when it gets thick and that's when it gets harder. Um, but I just want to share this: stay in the race. Stay in the race. And it took me back to Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and 11. Stay in the race. Be encouraged. And I hope to see you guys on Devotion Wednesday. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.